Have you ever wondered what it would be like to walk through the streets of a place where hygiene is a luxury, noise is constant, and urban life is a daily challenge? Welcome to Pakistan, a country that many know by name but few have truly visited. Located in South Asia with an impressive population of 235 million people spread across 88,300 square kilometers, Pakistan is one of the most populous countries in the world. However, this population density is not evenly distributed across the country. Only 30% of Pakistan's population lives in cities, while most choose villages and mountainous areas where life is simpler, and urban costs don't weigh as heavily on the wallet. Cities, though full of opportunities, are also synonymous with intense challenges. Karachi, the largest city, is a financial and commercial hub, but also faces severe problems with infrastructure, overpopulation, and pollution. Lahore, on the other hand, is known as the cultural heart of Pakistan, with its rich history, monuments, and traditions dating back to the Mughal Empire. Pakistan is a land of contrasts with diverse geography that includes everything from vast agricultural plains to towering mountain ranges. The northern part of the country is home to some of the highest mountains in the world, including the famous K2, the second highest mountain on the planet, standing majestically at 8,611 meters above sea level. These mountainous regions, while stunning, are also isolated and challenging for their inhabitants, who often live in extreme conditions, facing harsh winters and difficulties accessing basic services like health and education. To the south, the country is washed by the waters of the Arabian Sea, which provide not only an extensive coastline but also an essential trade route. However, the coastal areas face significant problems with erosion and pollution, with many mangroves and marine ecosystems at risk due to uncontrolled human activity. Islamabad, the capital, is home to more than 1 million people and is known for its wide green avenues and being a relatively new planned city, built in the 1960s. However, the true urban soul of the country lies in Karachi and Lahore, the most developed and populous cities. Culturally, Pakistan has much in common with India, especially in terms of street food and clothing. Pakistani street food is an explosion of spicy and rich flavors that attract both locals and tourists. However, for an unsuspecting visitor, the hygiene conditions can be an unpleasant surprise. It is common to find food stalls in crowded markets where the mix of smells and colors is intense, but where sanitation is often precarious. If you are not a fan of strong spices or don't have a resilient stomach, you might want to think twice before trying a typical dish there. Pakistan is the only Islamic country with nuclear weapons, which gives it a strategic yet controversial geopolitical position on the international stage. This nuclear capability is seen both as a deterrent and as a source of tension, especially in relations with India, its neighboring and historical rival. The presence of nuclear weapons is just one of the many aspects that make Pakistan one of the 6 most populous and influential countries in the world. Despite facing extreme challenges, among these challenges, social inequality is one of the most pressing. While a small elite lives in luxurious mansions and enjoys a globalized lifestyle, most of the population struggles to survive on a minimum income. Infrastructure, especially in urban areas, is precarious, with public services often ineffective and overburdened. The healthcare system faces resource shortages, and education, although available, often does not reach standards that can compete internationally. In cities like Lahore and Karachi, markets are bustling with people, but you will see few women among the vendors. Most men wear a traditional outfit called an abaya, which is a long, loose tunic usually accompanied by a traditional hat. The diversity of personal styles is evident. While some men sport long, unkempt beards following religious practices, others are completely clean-shaven, reflecting a more secular or modern approach. Traffic in big cities is chaotic, with motorcycles being the main means of transportation for many people. The streets are constantly crowded with vehicles, and the noise of horns is incessant. For locals, this cacophony is part of the daily routine, but for visitors, it can be a shock. Air pollution, exacerbated by intense traffic and the lack of environmental regulation, is a growing concern, especially in Karachi, where smog levels often reach dangerous heights. The cost of living in Pakistan is relatively low compared to Western standards, but the average Pakistani income is around $500 per month, which is insufficient to cover all of a family's basic needs. This disparity between the cost of living and income leads many young people to seek opportunities outside the country, especially in Turkey, which has become a popular destination for immigration due to cultural proximity and the perception of better economic conditions. While cities struggle with overpopulation and pollution, life in Pakistani villages is a world apart. Far from the noise and dirt of urban life, rural communities live simply, often without electricity or running water. Villages are small and scattered, with houses made of mud and thatched roofs that offer little protection against the elements. Agriculture is the main economic activity, but it is a life dependent on rain and subject to pests and diseases. The Thar Desert in the southeast of the country, with its arid landscapes and camels wandering through the dunes, contrasts with the mountainous areas near the Himalayas, where snow covers the mountains for much of the year. The geographical diversity of Pakistan is impressive, but it also contributes to the country's challenges. While the northern regions attract mountaineers and adventurers from around the world, more remote areas still struggle to access basic services and infrastructure. The monsoon rains that arrive every year between June and September are both a blessing and a curse. They are essential for agriculture, ensuring that rice, wheat, and sugarcane crops grow, but they also bring destruction. Flooding is common, and in recent years, it has become more frequent and severe due to climate change. Many people have lost their homes in recent floods, and the lack of food and drinking water has become a constant reality in many affected areas. If you were born in Pakistan, where would you choose to live? In overcrowded and unsanitary cities where opportunities are greater but so are the challenges? Or in rural regions where life is simpler but resources are scarce? Or perhaps, like many young Pakistanis, would you try your luck by emigrating to the West, seeking a better future in countries with more stability and opportunities? Pakistan is a country of extreme contrasts, where chaos and beauty coexist in surprising ways. The cultural wealth, deep history, and hospitality of the Pakistani people are aspects that are often overshadowed by the social and economic challenges the country faces. However, there is much more to discover about this fascinating nation than the negative aspects discussed here. In future discussions, we will explore more about the traditions, music, art, and stories of the people who make Pakistan a unique place in the world. Until then, I hope you enjoyed this initial dive into the life and challenges of one of the most complex and captivating countries in the world. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and get ready for more amazing stories from places around the world.